from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Right to the air is Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 75 yards. And the Ravens need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's into the hands of Prochet. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Jackson now. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. James Prochet, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense, you got a lot to handle in this one.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one-up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Now Jackson on 1st down. That would complete to Prochet. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing is Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore 1st.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
No, we changed it.
Again, Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Yeah. Hey, middle.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, probably that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Edwards. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
That's caught. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. James Prochet as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he goes out right around the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ball game. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Another run here with Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with the option, coming right, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free. And
a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Jackson now. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Second down, here's an option right. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run the option. And he is going absolutely nowhere, in the wrong direction. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And now Jackson will look to throw it on the move to his left. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Jackson on first down. Keeps himself upright, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
We changed it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Complete to Likely on the out route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 10 yards out. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. Tucker with an extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.